So I'm going to be responding to some shit from the American Thinker. And the title is, Meanwhile, the Chinese think Trump is a genius. Anybody who thinks that Trump is a genius is a fucking moron. Full stop. They're a fucking period moron. Period. What evidence is there that he is a genius? Where is the fucking evidence that he is competent? Is this stupid 4D, 5D fucking chess shit? What fucking evidence is there that he's a genius? He's gone through how many fucking communications directors, how many fucking press secretaries, how many businesses that has he fucking personally bankrupted? But he's a fucking genius. Shitting on the European Union, shitting on Canada, shitting on Britain, cozying up to an autocrat by the name of Vladimir fucking Putin, kissing his ass until the fucking sun don't shine any fucking more. He's kissing ass to fucking Kim Jong-un. He's torpedoing the Iran nuclear fucking deal. What part of this is fucking genius? Is it the tariffs that have forced jobs over fucking seas? Harley fucking Davidson, a brand you associate with America, has fucking booked it because of his shitty trade negotiations and his fucking tariffs. What the fuck about any of this shit says genius? This says 12-year-old on fucking meth while also smoking crocodile. This doesn't fucking speak genius. This speaks erratic horse shit. So the author of this, by the way, is Monica Showalter. And I'll leave a link to it if you want to go read it. But let's get to it. Has anyone ever called the Chinese stupid? Not those guys. The one-child policy, Chairman Mao, the current shit with Xi Jinping. You know, they're not the most fucking... They're not the brightest fucking bulbs in this fucking fight either. So now they're reading President Trump, and unlike the childish Eurotrash of Western Europe, they see a shrewd, wily, chess-playing, Sun Tzu-grade genius. Donald Trump couldn't read Sun Tzu if it was in big block fucking letters with translations of the big words he didn't understand. So, also, you do realize Sun Tzu was fucking, like what, hundreds if not thousands of fucking years ago? And what's Sun Tzu shit? Like, what the fucking... The Art of War. What the fuck is... Where's this clusterfuck in that? Like... Seriously. Sun Tzu is rolling around in his fucking grave right now, being associated with this tangerine dickhead, who could easily checkmate them, and they've got a lot of reasons for thinking so. What? What the fuck are you smoking? You know what? Say what you will about the EU. At least they're not exclusively run by a shitty autocrat. You know, there's the European Parliament. There's all the leaders of those fucking countries. Who's currently running fucking China? Xi Jinping? That dip fucking shit? And everybody just is hand waving away all the authoritarian shit he's doing. The Chinese are fucking geniuses, though. That's a report from a European policy domo who actually went to Beijing and asked the local leaders what they were seeing. Which is probably state-sponsored propaganda, but let's ask them. You know, let's ask the fucking people on the ground there who aren't in Xi Jinping's fucking pocket. Or who aren't fucking afraid of disappearing. Like every other fucking political opponent he's had. Or having, you know, corruption charges thrown against them for bullshit reasons. You know? Fucking. The report that European Council of Foreign Relations President Mark Leonard gives in the Financial Times is well worth the subscription or trial subscription to read it. Fuck you. This shit's behind a paywall? Good fucking job. I can't even fact check this shit because it's behind a fucking paywall and I'm not even giving them my credit card number. I just don't fucking know. Some of his thoughts from the piece can be read on Instapundit. Fucking, you know, that great website, you know. The website that has a fucking naming scheme akin to Instagram. Here's a bit of what Glenn Reynolds posted. I have just spent a week in Beijing. A fucking week! A fucking week! Talking to officials and intellectuals, many of whom are awed by his skill as a strategist and tactician. Is there a Chinese version of Crocodile that's going to fuck around? What kind of nihilist fucking people have you been talking to that think he's a fucking... Is this all the fucking malnourishment? Like, what the fuck? I don't fucking know. Just blows my fucking mind away. Fucking... Few Chinese think that Mr. Trump's primary concern is to rebalance the bilateral trade deficit. If it were, they say, he would have aligned with the EU, Japan, and Canada against China, rather than scooping up America's allies in his tariff dragnet. But again, fucking chief tactician here. Piss off all of our established allies and suck the teat of the fucking Chinese and the fucking Russians. They think the US president's goal is nothing less than remaking the global order. In what? Fucking building blocks? Fucking megalo blocks or some shit? What fucking retards are you talking to? The thing Mr. Trump feels he is presiding over the relative decline of his great nation. So did fucking Hitler. So did fucking Hitler. And look how that fucking turned out. It is not that the current order does not benefit the U.S. The problem is that it benefits others more in relative terms. To make things worse, the U.S. is investing billions of dollars and a fair amount of blood in supporting the very alliances and international institutions that are constraining America and facilitating China's rise. So let's go after let's suck up to China. Let's not fucking build duh. In Chinese eyes, Mr. Trump's response is a form of creative destruction. What the fuck? He's systematically destroying the existing institutions from the World Trade Organization and the North American Free Trade Agreement to NATO and the Iran nuclear deal as a first step towards renegotiating the world order on terms more favorable to Washington. Washington, who came up with the yes, let's just stop with the Iran nuclear deal and let the fucking Iranians do whatever the fuck they want and alienate an entire generation of younger fucking Iranians. Fucking tactician. That's what fucking tacticians do. Fucking appease the old fucks and piss off the young fucking people. That's what the smart people fucking do. It's not like that's how we got modern day Iran in the first fucking place, by installing the Shah and pissing off the fucking younger generation when we did that shit. That didn't blow up in our fucking goddamn faces, did it? No. Once the order is destroyed, the Chinese elite believes Mr. Trump will move to stage 2, renegotiating America's relationship with other powers. With what negotiating tools does this motherfucker have? What the fuck soft power does he have? What hard power does he fucking have? What the fuck is he gonna negotiate with? His shit? His hand up his ass? Fucking his head up Vladimir Putin's fucking ass? What the fuck is he gonna do? What is he gonna fucking negotiate with? I'm asking a genuine fucking question. After the fucking world burns to the fucking ground in nuclear hellfire, what the fuck is gonna... What the fuck is the point at that... Because the US is still the most powerful country in the world. It will be able to negotiate with other countries from a position of strength if it deals with them one at a time rather than through multilateral institutions that empower the weak at the expense of the strong. Yes, fuck the weak, yay the strong. Again. And he fucking thinks that he's gonna... Are you fucking delusional that you think that the other countries we've pissed off aren't going to rally around each other and go, hey, Trump, fuck you? What are you fucking smoking? My interlocutors say that Mr. Trump is the U.S. president for more than 40 years to bash China on 3 fronts simultaneously: trade, military, and ideology. How has he fucking done that? He fucking praised Xi Jinping. How the fuck has he bashed him? In what fucking way has he bashed him? They describe him as a master tactician. Again! Whoa. Focusing on one issue at a time, while the other issues blow up in his fucking face. It's like, that's like, that is literally like standing in the middle of a fucking landmine, in the middle of a minefield, with a fucking grenade, and you've thrown the grenade into the minefield. And extracting as many concessions as he can. What concessions? What fucking concessions? They speak of the skillful way Mr. Trump has treated President Xi Jinping. Look at how he handled North Korea, one says. What the fuck did he do? Seriously, what the fuck did he do in North Korea? As I've sent his homophobic counterpart to stare at the North fucking Koreans. What the fuck did he do? What the fuck did he do? He got Xi Jinping to agree to UN sanctions half a dozen times, creating an economic stranglehold on the country. Ignoring the fact that people are fucking starving already in the goddamn fucking country. And as fucking people have pointed out, the fucking last week tonight pointed this fucking out. It's a state-run fucking country. You can just change shit. Change names around with sanctions and get past them. What the fuck has he done? China almost turned North Korea into a sworn enemy of the country. Really? Really? Okay. But they also seem as a strategist, willing to declare a truce in each area when there are no more concessions to be had, and then start again with a new front. He's this far away from hanging from a fucking gallows in his own fucking country. He's starting fires in other countries to distract from the fires in his fucking pants because he's lying so fucking much. Also, I love this shit, right? Just call for a truce while imploding the fucking Iran nuclear deal, which, God, how many allied fucking nations to agree on shit to do with fucking Iran, and called it one of the biggest fucking disasters, catastrophic, and blah 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 blah. And he only did that because the dude who did it wasn't him. Wow, so the Chinese watched the Trump drama in Quebec, in Singapore, in Brussels and Helsinki closely, and drew their own conclusions as to what was going on from them. On a heavily censored internet, and probably from state-funded news sources. Yeah, they got the entire fucking story. Mm-hmm. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, as Sun Tzu used to say. You know there's more to the fucking art of war than this shit, right? Don't attack unless you can win the fucking battle. Fucking... There's so much more to the art of war than what you think is in the fucking art of war. The slap around of Justin Trudeau in Canada, the rapprochement with North Korea's dictator Kim Jong-un in Singapore, the second slap around at NATO headquarters in Belgium, and the love fest with Vladimir Putin in Finland had quite an effect in China, where the locals recognized the dictum in action. And everybody else is going, he's a fucking puppet. What a coincidence. Trump just happens to be a student of Sun Tzu, the famous Chinese strategist who wrote The Art of War. Again, what strategy? Apparently the Chinese didn't see a madman, and being pals with Kim, don't think the Chinese aren't well experienced with so-called madmen. Yes, and you know what they do? They play along with madmen. The way the Europeans and the left and the US left did. They saw power players, someone intent on taking down the world order that the US pays full freight on, yet gets very little from. After all, who cleaned up after the Iraq War was fought? With US blood and treasure, along with its dragged along unwilling allies, and then got all the oil. The Chinese, of course. Yes, but who started the fucking war? W. Who also started the war on terror? W. I guess more precisely, Cheney. Naturally, that means that up until now, they've considered the U.S. a sucker. Okay. Sure. Note that the Chinese guy Leonard quotes is the very Chai Calm, now former Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, He Yafei, who had fun browbeating President Obama openly in Copenhagen a few years ago, and Obama just took it. Yes, because you don't show your hand. You know what's more scary than a belligerent dickhead? A calm person. You know, seriously. Because you know the calm person who's just taking it? Making a plan. They're taking it, burning it into their memory, and they're going to fuck you eventually. That is just like, oh, look at this fucking stupid shit. He's not talking the same way about Trump. Because he wants to kiss his ass. They see Trump as breaking up the multilateral institutions of the post-war order that's so stiff the Americans, and then holding out for a better deal for the U.S. on them. Which does kind of make sense. A better deal that's not going to fucking happen with the belligerent dickhead in charge. Also, all the times he's backed down about that shit, too. Great fucking tactician, that. After all, Trump is saying that his idea in the trade war back and forth over tariffs and PACs. Maybe President Trump is doing this instinctively, or maybe he's doing it with a plan in mind. Something that makes the Trump haters laugh. Recall, though, that his earlier policy guru, Steve Bannon, did focus intently on China. It's a big country. You know, it has 1 billion fucking people in it. Kind of a priority. And as if fucking... Okay, just because you didn't openly do shit doesn't mean that you weren't doing shit behind closed doors. What's clear, though, is that the Chinese have a healthy respect for the U.S. now. And don't focus on mannerisms the way the Euro trash and their mannerist leftist allies do. Just the actual substance of dealing with Trump. Which is, you know, you'll be bankrupt if you agree with him. Or in this case, be fucked. And not in the good way. Also, going back to the whole Steve Bannon thing. He fucking left. Was it Sun Tzu or someone who noted the importance of persuading your adversaries that you are more powerful than you may appear to be? Yes, and you do that by running around shitting your pants. Actually, Trump did it in the Sun Tzu tweet here. Trump, after all, is a big fan of Sun Tzu. He's not. He fucking isn't. Oh my god. It's fucking... Let's read this stupid fucking tweet, shall we? That's fucking... Okay, Cord.com. Let's see. Hey, JD. Or DJT. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Sun Tzu. That's from 2012. And, you know... Fucking... So fucking... So fucking dumb. I was like, have you ever Googled yourself? Do a deep search instead. Oh no. Is Trump using Sun Tzu's The Art of War and Machiavelli's The Prince? Americans are shocked about how this new site can reveal so much more. Enter a name to begin with. I've never read Sun Tzu's Art of War, but Sun Tzu teaches the following principles that I think Trump used. Sun Tzu says there are 5 factors. Dao, Tian, terrain, commanders, and methods. He, or at least his second-level leaders, are able to organize and get things done well. There's strong discipline in the execution. Fuck you. The fucking blown up shit is, fucking. Trump is able to have commanders. Trump is able to have great people that advise him. That advise him is what you're looking for. He is able to motivate them to join him, and he spent time on the ground addressing the forgotten people that are increasing in numbers. Yeah, they're increasing in numbers because he fucking fucked trade over. Great, fucking awesome. He can be said to be wise and a good leader to get good people to follow him. Okay. The seasonal trends. The rising desires of the people. People want jobs and security. He reach out the increasing number of forgotten people. Okay. Sure. The way of philosophies that bring the people together from top to bottom. It is the mission and values that people have. Trump sings the great America again. The one we used to have, but no more, so we must get it back, which never fucking existed. Attractive enough to get a lot of buy-ins. His traditional values also get him support from the churches. Also got support from the churches? The Holocaust. And actually Hitler too. And slavery, that too. And Jim Crow. And the Klan. So fucking. And also, quality over quantity. So, yeah. Fucking. Fucking. His greatest thing is like a picture from 2 days ago. Or 3 days ago, actually, as of this recording. Join me in Tampa, Florida, next Tuesday, July 31st at 7 p.m. And then it's just a sea of white people. Where have we saw that before? Oh God, is Robert Mueller ever going to release his conflicts of interest with respect to President Trump? You're President Trump. Including the fact that we had a very nasty and contentious business relationship. I turned him down to head the FBI one day before appointment as special counsel, and Comey is his close friend. Comey and him are both Republicans. And also Comey and Mueller have also, worked under Republican and Democrat presidents. So, fucking. Oh, God. Okay, let's actually look up Mueller investigation members. Let's see if there's fucking people that we can look up. Let's see. Also, I love how it's like it's a fucking it's like I fucking love this shit of like it's a witch hunt. Fucking 20, 30 fucking people indicted. No, like 20, 30 charges, a couple people and a couple businesses actually thing. Mueller and investigation team. Let's look at who this is. Let's see. Zainab Ahmed, Assistant United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, specializing in terrorism cases. Heather Alpino, previously at the Counterintelligence and Export Control Section of the DOJ, National Security Division. Greg Andres, former Deputy Assistant Attorney General, managed Foreign Bribery Division. Uzo Asonye, Deputy Chief of the Financial Crimes and Public Corruption Office of the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia. Let's see. Support personnel. So wait, how many people want to? Let's see. Robert Mueller, team leader, special counsel for DOJ. Elizabeth Prelogar, appellate attorney with the Solicitor General's office, fluent in Russian, former law clerk to Justices Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Elena Kagan. I want to say Kagan was he was actually nominated under Obama. Let's see. Gianni S. Ree, partner at Wilmer Hale, specializing in white-collar crime, a former deputy assistant attorney general in the Justice Department's Office of Legal Counsel, and assistant United States attorney for the District of Columbia. Brian M. Richardson, clerked for Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer, the U.S. District Court in Brooklyn, and the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. Brandon Van Grack, United States Department of Justice National Security Division prosecutor. Andrew Weissman, Chief of the DOJ Criminal Division's Fraud Section. Aaron Zebley, former Chief of Staff to Mueller at the FBI. Aaron S.J. Zielinski, an attorney on detail from the United States Attorney for the District of Maryland. Let's see. Kyle Feeney, attorney for the Money Laundering Unit at the Department of Justice, I can't fucking talk. Andrew D. Goldstein, former leader of the Public Corruption Unit. United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Adam Jed, attorney in the DOJ Civil Division, Appellate Section. Jonathan Kratvis, previous experience prosecuting public corruption. Let's see, a lot of corruption, criminal lawyers and people who have a lot of things in corruption. And let's see, Andrew Weissman, he was appointed to the management role in the special counsel team. Let's see. So declared Mueller ethically able to function as special counsel. The ideal team would likely have 6 to 8 prosecutors, along with administrative assistants and experts in areas such as money laundering or interpreting tax returns. Mueller had hired 17 lawyers by February 2018 and had a total staff of over 3 dozen, including investigators and other non-attorneys, by August 2017. He also has an active role in managing the inquiry. Fucking, yeah. Which is just, it's funny. A lot of fraud and just money laundering fucking expertise. Let's see. Emmett Flood is representing the White House. Served as a special counsel during the George W. Bush administration and represented Bill Clinton during his impeachment process. Ty Cobb, who said he would remain with the team for a brief transition period. Flood is a partner at Williams and Connolly. Jay Sekulow from the ACLJ, a great conservative place. Andrew Economo, I apologize for butchering your name. A former prosecutor with a doctorate in medieval history, joined March 2018. Rudy Giuliani, that drunk fuck. Joanna Hendon, criminal defense lawyer at New York-based firm Spears and Imes, represents Trump in the matter involving the raids on Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen. People have fucking left this motherfucker like a goddamn sinking ship. Fucking, it is just a fucking clusterfuck. It really is. It's like, yikes. Let's see. And again, like, this is fucking 32 people have been, charged. 32, 5 U.S. nationals, 26 Russian nationals, and 1 Dutch national, and 3 Russian organizations. You got Papadopoulos, Gates, Manafort, Flynn, Richard Pinedo, Alex van der Swan, who I assume is the Dutch. Fuck. Just Heikun Aslanov, Anna Bogacheva, Mikhail Berchik, Mikhail Bystrov, Concord Catering, Concord Management and Consulting, Internet Research Agency, Fucking wow, it's a lot of defraud. Fucking holy shit. Fucking false statements, filing false tax returns, failure to report foreign bank and financial accounts, bank fraud, conspiracy, and bank fraud. Conspiracy against the United States and false statements, a bunch of fraud, conspiracy to commit fraud, committed offense against the United States, aggravated identity theft, and conspiracy to launder money. Fucking just a bunch of things. Anyway, that's all. Have a wonderful day. Fuck Trump. Can't wait to see him in jail. Hopefully. Fingers crossed.